welcome. Welcome to all the coaches and students, and also welcome to those who are watching this presentation in the future. We have Gisele Gurgel, and you are presenting the book that you have chosen in our bibliography, which is a book from Carl Rogers. And it is about active listening. And active listening is also, incidentally, one of the ICF competence. So we're all ears to listen what you want to share with us, and very happy and honored to be here in your audience today, Gisele.
Thanks, Christina. So before starting, did you know that 55% of communication is nonverbal, which means that listening involves not only the words, but also all the body language and facial expressions. So I'm glad to introduce the book Active Listening by Carl Rogers and Richard Farson, which will be a focal point of this presentation, connected to all the learnings I'm taking so far throughout this journey. So this book also brings the perspective of relevance of active listening in coaching practice. And why I chose this book, because as Christina said, is one of the fundamental competence to be a coach. It has a very strong significance in our practices as coaches. And also this book symbolizes the importance of reflection and engagement of a coach throughout the learning process. So to start, as I said, it's not just a skill, listening. So it's also a competence. It really allows them to deeply understand client situation, which is essential to tailor questions to observe effectively what the customers or the clients wants to achieve. Um, the practice of listening also integrates the knowledge, fosters a more personalized coaching experience with our clients, also enhances the effectiveness of coaching relationship, building on trust and creating this environment of presence. So according to ICF, and that was a precious question that Christina did so far recently to me, how you believe that listening involves throughout the competence that we have, all the marks. It really involves, because you need to really be fully concentrated and understand, respond, and remember what the client says. So listening is fundamental for deeply understand the client's context. Without it, a coach cannot ask the powerful questions, and we cannot evoke awareness about client situation, and we cannot partner effectively with the client throughout the journey. So, in essence, without this competence, a coach cannot execute a session effectively. So, by fully engaging with the client's emotions, thoughts, intentions, body language, a coach can demonstrate integrity and build the trust throughout the session. So it ensures an effective collaboration and shows respect for the client's experience, client's point of view, without judgment. And this is fun. I think listening to the questions before, one of the most difficult parts of being a professional working in the business intelligence side of a big multinational is really to listen to clients and not judge or not conclude or not making assumptions out of this, because that's what we do in the professional world. And here we need to respect clients' perspective. We need to help them to achieve throughout their own limits. And this is one of the biggest learn in the coaching exercise. So the key fundamentation of ethical coaching practice is crucial also to foster productive coaching environment. So by promoting safety, trust, a coach can create a transformative relationship and empower clients to achieve their goals. I think the genuine presence is key. It allows clients to feel valued, supported, empowered, and facilitate their authentic growth. It's like fishing. It's not. We are not giving the fish ready. So it's really helping them throughout their limitations, within their boundaries, to achieve the best of what they can access. So I think the visual of stacking the blocks here on this picture, it really symbolizes the beauty of a strong ethical foundation of coaching. It does emphasize also the importance of each of the elements in the process that we take with the clients. Furthermore, I think we should demonstrate a clear ethical principles such as maintaining confidentiality, demonstrating our full competence, and navigating all the potential conflicts of interest that we may have. Like, not doesn't mean that we need to think exactly as our customers, but we should avoid to be biased. We should avoid to bring our own reflections based on our values, because that's not about us as a coach, it's about the client. And that ensures that the coach develop and remain effective in the relationship that we build throughout a coaching session. By actively listening, a coach can foster a safe environment where clients feel valued and understood. And I think this turns and allows clients to experience the best and turn in their own inner wisdom. And that's the best result we can achieve. Allowing the clients to take control. Empowering clients to take control on their journey is essential for effective coaching. This slide highlights the two significant benefits that this can provide, which is nurturing their inner wisdom and facilitating the authentic growth. By allowing the clients to build their own paths, coaches can help them to discover their own strengths and throughout their own insights. The image of this person, I think we mentioned a lot through the coaching learning that we are not sitting in the driving seat. So it really symbolizes that the client is there driving their car. They have the autonomy, they have the direction, they decide the direction. It does reinforce the idea that clients should lead their own development. It helps clients to feel safe, allowing them to explore all the inner wisdom, experience authentic growth. When clients feel heard and understood, it fosters this self-awareness, things that are hidden there, like the gold. We are not there to develop. They already know this. So it encourages the client to make the informed decisions throughout what they already have. In sum, I think active listening supports the clients with autonomy by respecting their own experience of viewpoints and nurturing their inner wisdom, promoting an authentic development. The co-creative partnership, this concept is vital, I think, in coaching. It emphasizes a non-judgmental and non-directive approach, allowing clients to feel safe and supported. I think it brings a genuine presence, which fosters an environment that client can express themselves freely. That's what is the role of being there, supporting them, creating this environment. And I think this picture reflects a lot of what I want to say with this very nice sense of the beach, a very nice image, and a person with the arms outstretched. It symbolizes this openness, the freedom of expressing, of bringing out what they want to bring, which is essential for the success in the partnership with a coach. Active listening also fosters this co-creative partnership between the coach and the client. So it is important to use an appropriate language, a language that creates a space for the client to express themselves. Our presence should be authentic and not performative. This practice supports the client's autonomy and empowers them to take control of their journey. And by saying that, I want to bring a question, which is about this point. What do you think is the difference between an authentic partnership and a performative partnership in coaching? What's the difference of focusing on the client or focusing on us, on our performance, effectiveness, or the impact we can create to the clients as we are in a professional environment, like promoting or demonstrating our knowledge? So what do you think? I want to open for you guys to comment about this.
Yeah, it's also interesting to connect to authentic partnership, performative partnership, but authentic can also be performative. But let's see what are the thoughts of some coaches here. Francesca.
Yeah, so like seeing the question in this way, authentic is more for the client. Just performative is just, okay, I need to achieve a goal. So it's more like, like business oriented, like being in an organization. So like if it's authentic but performative, okay, but it's for the client. So just remembering that the client is the center. So yeah.
Thank you, Francesca.
Someone else?
Eva.
I also feel that the authenticity is linked to the presence, because what comes out of presence, that can bring something that can be revealed thanks to this presence and thanks to this authenticity. Yeah. So for me, it's aspect of presence, out of now. It means I'm connected, I'm out of now, and then can be revealed. Also performative aspects, but mainly authenticity.
Mm-hmm. Good. Erika?
Yeah, to me, like when I think about performance and perform, I think about also connecting to the presentation of Francesca before, like something like pushing towards a result, or there is a judgment I performed well or not performed well. While authenticity is more like being fully free to be, just without anything, no result connected, just authentic. Be whatever you want to be. Yeah.
Very good. Thanks
Yeah.
for the questions and comments. So yes, this is like the summarize a little bit of the spotlight. I really like this picture. It really contrasts what is authentic and performative. So authentic partnership prioritize the client needs, the client feelings, the foster a deep connection of trust with clients. While in contrast, the performative partnership, it does focus on the coach image performance, which can block genuine engagement. It can really, by fostering authenticity, I think the coach can create supportive environment where clients freely explore their thoughts, their emotions, leading to a more meaningful performance growth. In performative, by the other side, clients may feel unheard or undervalued, and that can, make a prejudice to the session. So coaches should strive for authenticity to enhance the coaching relationship and create a free space to foster exploration and growth to the clients. Holding a safe space. Holding a safe space is fundamental also in coaching. It fosters empathy, respect, and partnership. So these three key steps are outlined here, are essential to make the client feel valued. So the background picture also connects, shows these hands that symbolize unite, support, reinforcing the importance of creating a nurturing environment for clients to thrive. By evoking the first point, we talked about evoking awareness. We acknowledge our clients' expressions, insights, helping them to feel heard and understood. When we talk the second point about summarizing discussions, which helps us to connect and continue exploring towards the results phase and the measurement phase. So active listening connects, it helps us enable to connect all the other marks, all the things that matters to make customers ensure that they progress and the progress is tracked, and we can also celebrate their progress. So The third point is about fostering a psychological safe and trust, which is essential and ensures that clients feel important, respect, and valued. I think all these three areas are important to create this environment of openness and also helping clients to share their thoughts, their feelings without fear of judgment, to be judged, to be, advised for being wrong, for not being perfect, maybe. And it's a interesting discussion about perfection. So it depends on the perspective, who we are to judge someone about their own limitations and their own vision about perfection. We need to just make sure that we enable clients to reach the maximum, the limits of their own knowledge, and emphasize the empathy, respect, and partnership. These three words are key to bring this strong relationship. Another important area of listening is about curiosity that goes beyond the words. As I started the presentation, 55% is more than only words. So it's a crucial aspect of effective coaching. This slide summarizes the importance of nonverbal cues, such as energy shifts, body language, and understanding clients' momentos like expressions, smiles, looking at the top, or rather than interpreting only these expressions, we also should focus on clients wish to uncover things when they really put their emotions related to what they are saying. So I think this image just represents someone like, thinking about having the time of reflecting about what clients are saying and preparing about what is vital to explore, to inquire in the next question. So to connect through listening, we must go beyond the merely what the words we are hearing. I think this involves exploration and the meaning behind these words, also to an expanded way of thinking, feeling, using questions such as, how do you feel about this? Or what did you see that you haven't seen before? What is the meaning that you have behind this word or this expression? So this kind of approach during a coaching session is critical because we should dig deeper into the core truths of the client and support them to reach the full potential that is within their own limits. We are not meant to understand or interpret or judge their expressions. Instead, we should explore what clients want to delve into. We, rather than seek clarifications or how you think about that or judging, sometimes it's even difficult for us to accept some expressions of values or emotions, but we are not there. That's not our role to judge. So as coach, we follow the client's process and direction by walking beside them and not in front of them or giving the direction that they should go. And coming back to the famous mirror effect, which is a powerful practice into coaching where it does reflect clients' words without judgment and bias, as I mentioned, said. So by neutralizing our feelings, we can adopt the coaching mindset and focus on clients' values and needs. I think this awareness, the self-awareness that we have, allow us to be fully present and engaged with clients. It ensures that clients will feel heard and understood. And it's about reflecting the words without judgment, with creating a safe space for them to express freely. I think this practice is essential for building a strong connection and relationship and demonstrating empathy and presence. In essence, the mirror effect is not just about reflecting words, of course. It's about creating this transformative environment where clients feel empowered to take the control of their own journey. Also, they can experience an authentic growth and nurture their own inner wisdom. Hold the worst enemy. That's us. I think many of us feel in this little fear during a coaching session, which is how we can face our feelings, our thinking, our ideas that comes up to say, oh, why don't you go there? Why don't you give the answer? Like, especially people like me that I can say that I was always very bad on listening because I always had ideas and solutions to people. And that's part of my job. But by becoming aware about these emotions and these triggers, as a coach, I'm learning to adapt my mindset and to focus on the clients and not to my perspectives and feelings and ideas. I think this image is like me, is like, oh my God, what should I say now? Just stop thinking, reflect, breathe, give your time to yourself, and symbolize the picture symbolize this self-awareness, this introspection that we should put ourselves as a coach. So why this is important? Because we must hold our worst enemy, which is our unconscious, because we are all humans. So we become aware of our emotions. We know we should listen what is happening to us. We should allow them, these thinkings, to pass through, suspend them, and embrace us as a coaching mindset, because we cannot accept that the client as they are. Sometimes we cannot accept that the clients think like this. Sometimes we think that they are going the wrong direction. So the coach practice really helps us, and the listening is there to listen client's perspective, not ours. So we must avoid the judgment, the emotional overwhelming, taking a moment to pause, breathe, and refocus on the client. And let it go. I love that picture, and that's the last slide of my summary about what is about listening. Is really to listen, to value the other, to value the client more than yourself, to respect the client's inner authority and paramount of in coaching. This slide really creates, show this image that we should create this safe environment and think out loud to express themselves freely when in a position as clients. It's encouraging the self-expression that allows clients to explore their thoughts and feelings, leading to deep insight. So the beach backgrounds with this writing "Let It Go" is perfect because it does symbolize this freedom and release that comes from the release that comes from the process of coaching. I think that's exactly what customers, what clients look for when they look for a coaching session. It is essential to release our opinions, to support ourselves and let it go. We should let it go. We are not there. We are there for the client and not for ourselves. We must respect clients' inner authority, create a safe environment for them to share. We should allow them to think out loud about their values, about their beliefs, without judgments, and letting clarify their benefits, their beliefs, and decide on their next steps. And that's what the process teaches us, for going through, trusting the process, letting go of our own thinking, and taking the technique of coaching to support clients to achieve the maximum and their self-development and the best of their own beliefs. So the quote of Goethe encapsulates all the essence of the coaching, which is a very good expression of this book. So while talking is necessarily, listening is an art. So thanks, Christina, for this quote. It's a good summary of what we are talking here. And I want to end my presentation by emphasizing the importance of empowering clients to express themselves and exercise their own autonomy. Also, I want to reinforce my commitment by fostering to these skills in my practice, ensuring that my clients will feel empowered and heard, encouraging also self-expression that makes clients to feel valued, as a partner in the coaching process. I will be their partner and not their guide and not their leader, as we are in the multinationals and corporates. I think this approach embodies what I like to say I heard in this book, and it's interesting, is the democracy in action. Democracy is when you talk, I listen, giving everyone the right of speaking, empowering people to express their ideas, their beliefs without judgment, and exercise their autonomy. So that's what I believe is democracy, and that's a summary of what I want to give as a message to all of you. So thanks, Christina, for this opportunity, and I'm open for questions.
Thank you, Gisele. Thank you for both Francesca and Gisele staying into the time frame, and it is always a blessing to receive what you have developed. And yeah, you mentioned something that was in one of your last slides, the client's inner authority, which is something, let's say, very impactful to connect with, recognizing the authority and not just the inner one, and also in the coaching session, this is so important to reflect on that. So I offer the same question that I offer to the other students and coaches here. So what were the gift, or what was the impact that you got by working on this activity, on this presentation, Gisele?
A lot of learning throughout the process. And I think the most beautiful is that I started my coaching practice and I could see the impact of all the learning from the book. So first about the perspective of listening, not only about words, but also the impact of active listening throughout the process. So to be able to capture, to read, to listen clients is essential to develop all the other marks, all the other competence that we should have as a coach. And also about the coaching mindset. How should we listen? Why it is important to listen, take their perspective instead of building our own values and beliefs. This is essential.
Yeah, the impact of what you're all doing is really visible in the practice. That's what we all do. It's to support your coaching practice. Everything converge in the coaching practice, and it is actually tangible, the results of the evolutionary process. So thank you so much, Gisele. I will just stop the recording to have some sharing among us, and to those who are watching, you can continue watching all the next presentation of our students and coaches.